So here he is, the Muay Thai stylist, ex-gym product, Anderson Silva. We'll see how he approaches the early going here tonight. He has been a fast starter. Most of his UFC appearances have ended in round 1 or round 2. We'll see how Silva approaches this challenge here early.
Nice leg kick. Another leg kick lands.
Drifts on the elbow. Oh, huge hook there from Chris Weidman. DC, that might be the same one that he landed on Anderson Silva in becoming the UFC middleweight champion several years ago. Not a weapon of Weidman's that you want to be hit with. We'll see if he can follow up. All right, so perhaps a harbinger of things to come as the kickboxer stays upright, successfully defends the first takedown attempt by the wrestler.
Defending the first takedown, but he's got more coming in his direction. He's got to do exactly what he did. He needs to press pause, repeat, making sure that he does the same exact thing every single time. That allows for him to stay upright.
Nice kick there by Silva, lands flush.
Lands a nice leg kick. And that's the danger in the engagement there. Big shot to the head. I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head? Good jab there by the champion.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Oh, beautiful hook by Silva. Circling to his right. And that one certainly found the target.
Another big shot to the head.
Big power shot there. Oh, lands another punch, controlling distance beautifully here.
Huge knee lands from the close.
Fighters separate from the clinch. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Just over 2 minutes, round 1. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. So Anderson Silva at his best here tonight. Must-see television. Doesn't even begin to describe it. He's putting on a show.
He's putting on a show. It's a masterclass. It's a masterclass in what you do and how to be a mixed martial artist. He uses his striking skills to really confuse his opponents. He has you throwing and swinging at air. He's just that good. And when he gets going, hard to deal with. Tonight, that's the case. Oh!
That's good defense to get that guard up. Ooh, nice uppercut from the champ. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, leg kicks. Stats in that department starting to pile up. Looks like someone took a red Sharpie to his side. A lot of bruising courtesy of those body strikes.
Well, big kicks, big punches. He's doing everything he told us he intended to do to slow this guy down. And you can see his opponent starting to really be labored in most of his movements.
Try to establish that jab. Hard shots landing on both sides here. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. And now some separation.
He gets in a single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
we've reached the end of round one. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Here we are, early round two. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Big kick lands.
All right, now touches him with that left hand. Takedown defense holds up. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Right hook to the head, blocked.
You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Nice spinning attack to the body lands for him. Nice land there by Anderson Silva. Just a true mixed martial artist, has so much honor and respect for the game, and somewhat remarkable, still getting it done when matched up with the best middleweights in the world. Weidman's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Nice defense there. Huge block.
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, tagged him with the uppercut. Stuffed the takedown, no problem. All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
90 seconds now to go round two. Just missed with the left there. All right, so another nice strike by him there, and he continues to attack that cut. Pretty sage decision by him to target that area.
We always talk about his fight IQ, John. We talk about his ability to recognize his advantages. That's exactly what he's doing. The moment he saw that cut, I knew that would become his focus. I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
Just out of range with the uppercut. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight. Great block there.
All right, now a little separation between the two fighters. 15 seconds. And now leather being thrown on both sides. In the can. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go. Offensively, a lot to like from him, but on defense, he hasn't been able to stop anything tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole game, though, John. He's got to be willing and able to do everything. He's done a good job on the offensive side, but he has not defended well, and now he's dealing with that nasty cut. That cut is going to be an issue as the fight goes forward. He's got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous two rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last two rounds. You expect somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Weidman's eye starting to swell now. Oh, great block there. Quick entry to get in on a single.
That was a great single. Nice big takedown. What a technique. What a takedown. Great high-impact skill.
You could feel the canvas reverberating here at the
I mean, it's right there. Boom, 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 boom. It's like me running anywhere, John.
Good work from the top here by the All-American Weidman. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Wrestling healthy here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
3 minutes to go in round 3.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Push off an elbow.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Good, solid strike on the ground. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, he's avoided a lot of the damage here on the ground. Nicely done with the head movement there.
Not staying still underneath his opponent is allowing him to not get hit with anything too damaging. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
You know, it has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, he's been targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Weidman's right back to the full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Big elbow there lands.
Right back.
Well, Silva's in half guard. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Weidman. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This is an educated crowd, Jay. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Daniel.
Well, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy's taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point.
Just missed on the overhand left. Good head movement there. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
You ready? You ready? Good.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight. So you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that...
Oh, man, DC, he would appear to be in real trouble. Well, you know, Rogan's pissed he missed this one. We are witnessing an instant classic. Back and forth we go. Both fighters have been on the cusp of being finished, and both have exuded a ton of heart.
Yeah, they both show heart, courage, ability, technical skills. I can't really tell you how these two are still in the fight with the damage that they both are exhibiting on their face.
Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick? Back and forth we go. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Good defensive vision to block that punch. Man, he is unrecognizable as far as that midsection is concerned. Might have a fractured rib. He's going to be urinating blood for a week.
This dude's in trouble. He's in trouble. Hey, for as bad as it is right now, and this fight may get stopped because of this damage, tomorrow will be much worse. This guy does not have much fun to look forward to in the next few days.
It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that. Oh, nice slam as he gets him to the canvas. Exactly what he needed. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. Well, earlier in the round, he clearly got stunned by his opponent, but he just has not responded well at all.
He hasn't responded well. He hasn't gotten himself back going after getting hurt so bad early in the round.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
Fast leg kick land.
Silva's cut on his cheek is nasty, leaky. That thing is leaking bad now. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Oh, sneaky there. The ankle pick is good.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Let's open up that cut more now.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done.
Well, he misses with the left punch there. All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here tonight.
It's okay if it's cold. Oh! He's got to start throwing now.
Right on the button. 45 seconds remain in the round.
Clean punch. Block that one. Oh, nice.
Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Spinning back fist is there. 10 seconds to go in round 4.
Ooh, big shot to the body.
Silva's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside position right there. They might stop this fight. Oh, well, that cut on his eye is only getting worse by the minute. He makes his way back to the stool, albeit gingerly. We'll see what the cut man can do to keep him in this fight. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. Just out of range with the big right hand. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Wind it up on the right there to no avail. Weidman's in half guard now.
Using a lot of good movement.
Right down.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Weidman's really limping heavily now. The leg kicks have started to pile up. Clearly, they're having the desired effect.
Nice punch to the head.
Oh, lands another hook. Takedown defense holds up.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Silva's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear to be affecting him all that much, but he's absorbed a lot of strikes to the head. Got to figure out a way to raise the guard and be more defensively sound. Oh, doing work with the jab. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Solid takedown right there.
He has to fight back.
Oh, he is a bloody mess as another strike gets through right on that cut. Silva gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
If you're gonna go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards. Go forward. Make him fight you. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
Look at that. Quick finish. That was beautiful.
Weidman's in half guard. 2 minutes and counting to go in this fight. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. He passes to half guard.
All right, hammer fist here by the All-American Weidman. Side control. Silva getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
What an absolute war it has been. Probably going to hold up in the fight of the year conversation, and I wouldn't be surprised to see both fighters at the hospital later tonight.
It just takes me back to certain fights. It takes me back to Michael Johnson against Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. The best fights in the world is what I think about when I look at these two. From the blood, from the damage, to the heart and the spirit that these two have shown. I cannot believe that these guys have made it to a minute left in the fight with that type of ability.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Oh!
What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express. All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. 25 minutes, not enough to determine a winner. Slight lean to the champion, or what?
I do believe he's still champion, but that's why he's the champion. Because when the challenges are the biggest, he usually will step up.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-45, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Chris Weidman!
So the former UFC middleweight champion, Chris Weidman, proves again that he is still among the true elites at 185 pounds. What a performance that was. And he's really a guy who's got everything you could want in an MMA fighter. Quick study, plus athlete, and tonight it was his night yet again.